this baby. Do you hear me? She said, I don't want this baby. But my grandmother said, if you don't bring her home, you bet not come. There, a seed of rejection planted, born in sin and shapen in iniquity. In my mother's belly, the enemy had plans to destroy me. Plans to destroy me. Then I can remember walking in a room, and he said to me, come, sit down. I trusted him because he was my brother. I was only 3. There sat the TV screen, a movie popped up behind the green door. What you watching? He said, come, let me show you. So I sat there, and I was introduced for the first time to a world that would take me further than I wanted to go and keep me longer than I wanted to be kept. Pornography became my portion. Nights, every time there was no one home, I watched. Day after day after day. And every time I watched, he touched. I watched, he touched again. I watched and he touched. Then he pushed into a place I could never get back again. Then I can remember he invited somebody else. He said, you remember what we watched on TV? Now, there was 2. After he was gone, locked up for something that he didn't even do, just before he left, he told me, shh, don't tell our secret. It's between me and you. But before he left a scar. And he kept reminding me how stupid I was, and how dumb I was, and how fat I was, and how big my nose was, and how short and nappy my hair was. And he told me the only person that loved you is me. Mama didn't want you. We don't even know who your daddy is. We got you from the Dropbox. Oh, my God. So I believe that. I believe every word he said. I believe that I was dumb. I believe that I was fat, so I kept eating. And I kept eating, and I kept eating. And as the bigger I got, it covered the scars that was on the inside. It was the only thing that was satisfying. Because he left. He was locked up. But oh, in the middle of the night, now there were 3. I can remember mustering up enough courage, mustering up enough to tell the very person that any child can be able to trust.
Yes.
And I told her, and guess what? She didn't believe me. My mother, someone that I trusted, but she said, no, not my this to the next person who said anything to me. I dared them to even look at me wrong. And it was going down. Angry at the world, angry at my mother, angry at the teacher, angry with my family. So I did the only thing that I knew to be accepted. Here we go again. All of this. So I puffed and I puffed. And then another man. And puff, and puff, and another man. And I drunk, then another man. So many men. I can't remember their name. I can't remember their face. But yet, puff, puff, and then another man. All I want to do is be loved. All I want to do is be accepted. Is anybody gonna love me? But you're so stupid, and you're so fat, and you're so ugly, was so loud. It drowned out anything that I thought that could be accepted. But oh, one day, I walked in the place called Faith Clinic, and I said to myself, what is wrong with these people? They too happy. Coming from a place of misery, can't nobody be that happy. They're liars. Can't nobody stop hugging me. Don't touch me. Stop telling me I'm pretty because I'm convinced that I'm ugly. But no. Your sister kept telling me you're a princess. And they kept hugging me. They kept loving me. And they kept holding my hand. And they kept walking me through. So I kept coming back. And I came, I said, is this what love is? But then I heard a word. Somebody say a word.
A word.
The Bible says that the love of God covers a multitude of faults. And then I began to tell the Lord how all the things that I did to myself and all the things that I didn't like about myself and all of the things that I did. Lord, I smoked so much weed that I cannot remember half the stuff in my life. I drank so much alcohol, I should have cirrhosis of the liver. I slept with so many men, I should have AIDS or syphilis or gonorrhea or chlamydia. Oh, but God. Then I took shedded all of my clothes. And I stood in the mirror and I said, Lord, here am I. Here am I, God. Show me what you see in me. What do you see? And I see for the very first time that I was fearfully and I was wonderfully made.